Hey everybody, it's the Adept. Today is the BakenekoGo. Let's get started. We have your simple brown box, which I've seen on a couple of other channels. It's plain, but it has the logo and everything, so at least they went that far. It's not that bare bones. Opening the box, we have the alarm, letting you know the PCB comes with 3 leads on it, but the battery only has 2. So you have to make sure to put the red lead towards the center. It's very important. You can end up shorting out your board. They obviously think it's very important because they actually have sent me no less than 2 emails and this alert. Following that is your, or my PCB. This is the hot swap PCB. I don't know if there is a solder PCB. There is no top mount per key RGB, but there is downward firing. This is the polycarbonate, so that's going to show off really nice. Next is, this is the plate. And set the cardboard off to the side. It's an FR4 plate. It is the only plate that was available to me. I prefer polycarbonate. And this is your stabs. Set that off to the side there. Hey, look, another alert about the battery. They're serious about this battery business. And the battery itself. Set that off to the side. The daughter board, along with the little button feet, which are clear probably because of the polycarbonate. Finally, an O-ring. It gets 50 Duro, and the case itself. It has a really nice finish. It's not completely smooth. Does have brass inserts for the parts that you do have to screw in, which is the daughter board. Last but not least, going to be the cable. As far as cables go, it's branded. So you got the little Canon logo here. It's straight. It's solid feeling. Not really much more to say about that. It's a cable. That is the basic unboxing, and look, here's the included, which is everything I just showed you. All right, let's go ahead and begin the build. I've decided not to use the included stabilizers. I'm going to be using the Paigu clip-in stabilizers from KP Republic. I'm a big fan of these. They're reasonably priced. I am an even bigger fan of them now that they come in black and not just the ugly brown and orange that you'll be seeing this evening. This will be one of the very early keyboards that I'm doing with absolutely no phones in it. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, and we have stabilizers. Woohoo! For switches today, we are going to be using good old Gatreron Smoothies. So I've become a very big fan of the Gatreron Smoothie. All right, we have switches. So now we come back to the red. When you are doing this, make sure the red, as per all of the instructions, goes to the positive. And if it does, and look at you, you will have a lighting show. Finally, Okay. And here. Go in the little groove. And slide into place. Show you the bottom lighting as we apply some pieces. All right, what are my final thoughts and would I recommend this keyboard to you? I think that it's nice for what it is. It's a nice sounding polycarbonate case. It's light. The 200 milliamp battery is not great. They claim that you can get 300 hours with the RGB off. With the RGB on, they say much less, and they say less than a day. With my testing, which I did do, that less than a day is actually 4 hours of use. If you're actually using the keyboard for 4 hours with the RGB on the battery from a full charge, that's your cutoff point. So keep that in mind, buyer beware. The reason why there are 3 pins in the back is so that you could connect a larger battery if you wanted to. And that is why they went with that decision. I don't know that that makes a whole lot of sense. There's really not enough room in the bottom of the case to put another battery, and if you did, it would kind of push out and get rid of some of the flex. There is some flex. It's O-ring flex, so it's not great, and the trade-off, of course, is that you can just turn it over and the PCB will fall out. I think that something like a leaf spring gasket is awesome. If you do other types of gaskets that have maybe more friction on the side to stop it, like in the case of the dumbbell gaskets on the Neo 65 and 70, and those are hard pressed to pop out, so much so that the 70 was designed to have an item, a hole in the bottom that you can use to push it out from. At $80, it is harder for me to say that it's worth it. I'm glad I bought it. I've never owned a Bakeneko or any of those. I miss my arrow keys. I use my arrow keys constantly, and that loss was hard for me. So much so that on my Salvation, I actually bought a 64 key PCB for that so that I could get my arrow keys back. That's obviously not an option here, since replacing the PCB on it, I would lose the wireless, which currently is not working. So maybe, I don't know. If you like it, it's definitely a looker. it definitely sounds great. As far as the feature set versus cost, I don't think that it's there, but that could just be me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more content, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate you all.